Hello and welcome to the Hockey Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. I am your host, Ryan Gilbert. Joining me, as usual, is my co-host, Joel Meyer. How are we doing tonight, Joel?
Very well, very well. Of course, recording on a Tuesday because it was one of those weekends where everything went swimmingly well. I started off with the Saturday game, the Leafs against the Canucks. I was looking forward to it, but I was really getting into it when I heard the Leafs fans going off and the national commentators talking about all the Leafs fans being there, and it's the old bias. But you know what? When the Leafs show up in Vancouver, they always get stomped the fuck out. I don't know. They've got like one win last 15 trips to Vancouver, something ridiculous like that. Yeah, that was hell of a win. Very satisfying. I was trolling my Leafs friends here, and yeah, that one really got the juices flowing. I'm very happy with that win. Very satisfying. One of the better Canucks games of the season, including possibly the best game from Elias Pettersson this year. Demko going out sucks, I guess, in the first period, but Kevin Lankinen came in and did not let in a single goal in relief. So, yeah, very satisfying Saturday. Of course, leading into Sunday, where Tom Kim totally shit the bed, but that's okay because on Saturday we were loading up with Thomas Dietrich when it was looking like he was going to run away with it. And there was a bit of there was a few holes where he was kind of being shaky, and then Scotty Scheffler was making a run. But thankfully, he was able to hold on for a comfy win there. So got the Belgian home there for his first PGA win. And that led right into the Super Bowl. And that was, again, just a fucking no-doubter for our Eagles. Birds come home. Fuck Mahomes. Fuck the Chiefs. Very satisfying win there as well. So, yeah, this is one of those weekends where everything went our way.
Yeah, go Birds! City of champions here. We got the parade on Friday. I saw someone say like it's like the week between Christmas and New Year's, where nothing matters. People just going on benders, celebrating all week. We're getting some snow right now. We got like 2 inches out there. I think we're getting like 3 to 4 total. So yeah, good week. Good week. Philly Saturday. Yeah, Saturday was the Flyers Penguins game. That was good with the Flyers getting the 3-2 win there to go into the break. Always good to beat the Penguins, even though it may not be great for the tank, but I'll take the win over the Penguins there. And then yeah. Sunday night Super Bowl. I mean, never a doubt, really. And just from the get go. I mean, Mahomes got nothing going. Kelsey, nothing in the first half. 23 yards in the first half, and just the whole way, just complete domination. So happy for the Birds. Happy for my Eagles fans here. Not a diehard football guy, but always good to have the winning team from your city. So yeah, everything's going well over here. Not much hockey. Saturday was okay. We'll get into the puck bucks there, but make sure top of the show here you are subscribed to the Hockey Island podcast on Apple and on Spotify, also on YouTube. Like, comment, and subscribe there. It looks like the batteries in my mouse just died. I have batteries right here to replace them, so I can't show the screen. But Joel, what do you have from Saturday?
What did I have from Saturday? Let's pull up my own sheet here. You already did the math, so once again, we're just plugging along here with these small wins. Yeah, I had a lot of bets this day. Very, very good day, I think, personally. I mean, and the puck bucks once again, not so good, but yeah, 7-7, up 20 puck bucks here thanks to dogs. I mean, I think almost every favorite won, so that was unfortunate, but we got home with some totals and. The Ducks, of course, I'll go in chronological order here with the Hockey Club. They lost pretty convincingly against the Hurricanes. Never really in that one. Lightning, they took care of the Red Wings fairly comfortably on the road. Over 6.5 in that one as well was an easy winner, pretty sure. Knights, they won. Nice win there. It was the Rangers, I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah, another comfortable win there for the early slate. And then, of course, mentioned the Canucks win there, plus 114. That was a nice dog win. Them and the Ducks, I think, were the only dogs to win on the 14-game slate. The Senators, yeah, this is another trend of the game or the day where almost every team that won had a deficit at some point in the game. So there were a lot of comeback wins on this slate. Ottawa was another one where they scored the first goal, and it was all Florida after that. Blue Jackets, again, they had a lead, but surrendered it late, and then the Rangers scored a late regulation goal as well to win that one. And Flyers, you mentioned them earlier against the Pens, and they're pretty big favorites there. Of course, we mentioned Crosby. You like to back the team that are missing their star player in the first game. But after that, not so much. So that was a good system play there. Blackhawks, another big dog. This one, though, they had a 2-goal lead in the third period and somehow managed to fuck it up against the Blues. And a high-scoring affair. It was a 6-5. So the over 5.5, that was an easy win, no doubt. Not good for Canada's starter going into the Four Nations thing, allowing 5 goals to the Hawks. But, okay, we'll take the over at least here in this one. Sharks, again, 2-goal lead early on, and it was all Stars after that. I think they won like 8-3, even with the Stars on the back-to-back. So, yeah, over 6.5, again, just another no doubt total. A lot of overs there. The Salami finally won on Saturday. The over, that is. Calgary. Well, I mentioned the first period under. That was a no doubter there with the 0-0 against the Kraken. And again, Flames had a 2-0 lead. They lose 3-2, I think, in overtime. So yeah, unfortunate couldn't get the Calgary money line home there. And finally, the Ducks. And this is the fourth game of our round robin dog parlay. And it required a shootout win to get us a small profit on the round robin there, with Trevor Ziegler scoring one of the nicer shootout goals you'll ever see, and thankfully winning this plus 225 dog against the LA Kings. They were in the game the whole way. I'm very happy with that bet. So, oh wait, you got this, dude. You got to fix this shit, man. You always messing me
What
up.
did I fuck up? Oh, Ducks. The Ducks won.
Yeah, all right.
There you go. So 8-6, 69 there. All right.
Very nice. Yeah, so not just a plotting day, even on the puck bucks here. So yeah, very good, very good. You got it, that too. So you got to fix yours.
Oh, I did also have the Ducks there. So also, positive day for me. Big swing there at the 225 price. So I'll take that. Yeah, 6-4 up 41 puck bucks. For me, I had Utah, Carolina under 5.5. I think that had 5 goals like in the first period almost, or in like the second period. So that was done. Devils, easy win over the Canadians there, 4-0 on the road. Vegas, that was the game against Boston. Boston was up 3-1, I think, in the third period. I was like, or late in the second, I was like, all right, this is when Vegas comes back. They're a great third period team. Won that one 4-3.
Got that one totally wrong, but I have no memory of that game at all.
Flyers, mentioned that. Vancouver under, mentioned
I do
that.
know Eichel got 2 assists. I remember that much. I pay attention to his stat line at least.
Yeah. Islanders Wild under. That was a high scoring game there, I believe. Yeah, 6-3. Sharks loss, you said. Flames. The Flames loss really sucked. They're up 2-0. Early in the third there, went up 2-0 and just could not hold it. I don't know if like there's something between the Calgary and Ottawa, like when you're counting on them, you can't do anything. Maybe they need to be pesky. I don't know if the Flames fall into that category there, but I got a good comment here from Smitty. Definitely not letting Ryan do my taxes this year. You don't got to do taxes this year. There's no IRS. You're fine. Just it's all good there. So yeah, I guess a winning puck buck day for both of us going into the Four Nations break here. All right. Well, football is over. We mentioned it, but NASCAR is back. So make sure you check out the NASCAR Gambling Podcast, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Daytona to sign up today for their free Daytona 500 contest to be entered to win 100 cold hard cash and a $100 SGPN gift card plus random bonus prizes. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Daytona. But yeah, we got the Four Nations face-off coming up. Going to go through team by team. You got Canada, USA as the big favorites here a little bit, and then Sweden and Finland as the clear 4, thanks to quite a few injuries on their back end here. But yeah, let's start with Team Canada. That work for you?
Why not? Home of hockey, baby.
All right. Here, I currently am posting the most goals for Canada odds here. We can start with points if you want. I can put the lines up if you'd like. How you want to go?
I haven't made any most goals bets yet. So maybe start with most points.
Let's go points here. Let's go points.
Just generally speaking, the goals are more volatile. Points a little more predictable. Yeah, and it's a small sample size, right? You got 3 games for 2 teams, 4 games at most for the other 2 teams. So, yeah, for that reason, you're looking at the longer prices because it just takes one excellent game from somebody, and somebody he's going to be the favorite pretty much. So, yeah, for that reason, even though McDavid is the obvious favorite, I'm just not looking at that plus 250 for most points. Honestly, the Canadian market is the only one I haven't made any bets in yet. I kind of like Mitch Marner 14-1. I think he's on the first power play. They've been going back and forth. I know he's on the first line with McDavid. So, Yeah,
I'm not seeing him on the first power play. I'm seeing Crosby, McKinnon, Reinhart, McCarr, and McDavid from Tuesday's
Reinhart.
practice.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. All right. Well, Marner's less interesting then. But again, I haven't bet into this market yet. Yeah, McCarr, I mean, I bet him in other ways, but most points, 9-1, is just a little bit too light for me. So, yeah, this market is not something that I've bet so far, but McCarr, if anything, there at 9-1, I think that he's going to be involved in everything. Eventually, he's going to get tons of ice time. He'll be playing with a mix of McDavid and McKinnon, the first two lines, and of course, he'll point man on the power play. So McCarr should be involved in everything going forward. So yeah, obviously, he's a defenseman, not an ordinary defenseman naturally. So kind of like McCarr there at 9-1, but not enough to bet it just yet.
Yeah, looking at like the Team Canada's lines. Let me share this tab here. You got Reinhart, McDavid, Marner, Crosby, McKinnon, Stone. I feel like that's the lines you got to focus on. Top six, they're getting the power play minutes there. McDavid, we saw plus 250. McKinnon plus 450. Not taking a favorite here. McCarr, I think 9-1, still too short. Although I could definitely see him up there. Marner at 14-1 is kind of interesting to me. Like you said, I mean, he's not on the top power play unit, but could easily see him be moved up there. He's on the second unit with Point, Stone, Konechny, and Theodore. I mean, that's a great second unit there.
So how much ice time they're going to get? It's going to be the first power play for a minute and a half.
It depends who they're playing against. If they're playing against Team USA and Connor Hellebuyck, they might stonewall him for a bit. But if it's Finland, they might score.
I need somebody on the first power play unit. One of those five guys.
Yeah, I mean Crosby's 10-1. He's up there with them, and he's on the second line. If he's healthy, should be getting plenty of minutes in one of his last tournaments with Canada. But I mean, Mark Stone at 20-1 seems a bit high. I know he's not going to get a ton of points, but like you said, 3-4 game sample size on the second unit, on the second line, is a guy that will be relied on defensively if it's a close game. So I mean, just his line mates are plus 450 and 10-1, both on the top power play unit. But I don't know if Stone should be double that at 20-1.
He's been hurt a little bit for the Knights, but he's well behind Jack Eichel in terms of his point production.
Yeah,
this year and historically. So, I mean, he had a great year last year, I want to say, like in terms of his games played relative to the points he put up. But I just don't think he's productive enough to look at. Numbers nice, I guess, but I don't know. Canadians, it's going to be a chalkier one. If any of the four teams are going to have a chalky guy winning it, it's probably going to be the Canadian.
Yeah. Marner at 14-1 is tough because he's not on the top power play unit. But was he there on Monday? You said
I might have been wrong about that, but that's what makes most sense because you need Reinhart there. That elite.
Yeah. But I mean, if they go cold for a bit, maybe they switch it up a little bit. So,
it's not like the Leafs have an elite power play, so you're not getting it done in Toronto.
Yeah, you got to look at what at the prices and what's best there. Let me see what FanDuel has for most points. They don't have anything there, but they have some over-unders here. I'm not going to dive into that. McCarr over under 4.5, McDavid 5.5, McKinnon 5.5, and Marner 3.5. Might take that over, but just going to take long shots here. But yeah, like you said, if Team Canada makes the final, which they probably will, it'll probably be McDavid. But 250 is way too short.
If they had most assists, Marner would be a little more interesting.
Yeah,
he's not going to score, I don't think.
Yeah. Team top goal scorer. We have. Let me share this tab instead. McDavid, Reinhart, both 450. McKinnon, Point, both 550. Stone, Crosby, 10-1, and then the rest of them there. Yeah, Marner 25-1 for most goals because he's not going to score. I saw somewhere else had McDavid at 6-1, which that was kind of enticing for me. Plus 650 he is at FanDuel with Reinhart and McKinnon both at 5-1.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't mind that. He's playing a line with Reinhart though, so we might be deferring quite a bit to Reinhart, who's like the Draisaitl of that line.
Yeah. It's tough to know ahead of time like who's going to go off, and one player could just get hot and do that. What else? We got Team Canada here. Point scorer. Interest. It's at the end. Team futures, tournament props, round robin team points for Canada. So you get 3 for a win, 2 for overtime win, and 1 for overtime loss. I think. Yeah. So you play 3 games over.
It's NHL rules except 10-minute overtimes. I think.
Yeah. So 5.5 points. They just got to win 2 games, and you go minus 155.
Oh, that's I guess. I mean, I only bet Canada. Like, I don't think there's massive edge in terms of like the team futures, whatever. I only bet Canada out of patriotism. I did think the Americans had some value, but that was before they lost the best defenseman in the league this year, and Quinn Hughes. So I soured a little bit on the Americans. Still have a hell of a blue line. So, probably still the best in the league, even better than Sweden's possibly. But yeah, without Quinn Hughes, they're soured a little bit on the Americans from an objective betting perspective. But yeah, I would stay away from the Canada round robin team points there. I had a juicy minus 155.
Yeah, team to go undefeated. Canada plus 245 seems kind of insane.
They would need to win every game, no? Minus 155.
Well, no, they'd have to get 2 regulation wins because there were 3.
Oh, for 3. Okay, so not NHL rules. Oh, okay. All right, that makes
not NHL point rules. How the NHL should do points rules, but
yes, exactly. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, so just need 2 regulation wins or 1 regulation win, regulation loss, and overtime loss, overtime win.
Do they have odds for the other games, like not just the Sweden game for Canada? If you really want to math it out, you could see.
I don't. They got Canada minus 238, Canada minus 125 against USA, and minus 325 against Finland. So 325 and 238. What is that? I mean, 238 and 310 is minus 115.
And yeah, okay. So they just interesting. I don't know.
At that point, maybe just do a rollover or something instead of like, I don't know, betting round robin points seems to be kind of a degen move here.
Well, I'm just glad it's just a 2-way market there. I thought you were going to show me the exact round robin.
Well, here's the exact right here. It's on the screen.
It's pass.
0 points, 35-1 for Canada to go for. Right. Yeah, let's just look at Team Canada's lines real quick. Reinhart, McDavid, Marner, Crosby, McKinnon, Stone, Marchand, Point, Jarvis, Hagel, Cirelli, Konechny. What I like about them is that they mostly have, they have centers playing center, wings playing on the wing outside of Crosby, who's moved over to the wing with McKinnon. Defense, you got Taves, Makar staying together there. Morrissey, Paracchio, Parayko, Shea Theodore, and Drew Doughty as the defensive pairs. But yeah, the goaltending is the big hole with Binnington getting the start. And Aiden Hill and Logan Thompson as the other guys. So, that's going to be their Achilles heel is goaltending.
I liked how they don't have Drew Doughty's number there because Cale Makar has got number 8 because the jersey's already been printed. I think he's got 89. That's what I heard because it's the year he was born. Good year.
Oh,
yeah.
I
was born as well.
Yeah.
He's going to be a good veteran presence back there. But not the best blue line there after Taves Makar. He's still a lead, of course. We're the best tournament, but relative to Sweden and America, it's a bit of a deficiency.
Yeah. You have any MVP bets for Team Canada? What I'm seeing, Binnington at 35-1 is kind of interesting because we've seen him before go on a run in big games. What if he shuts out Team USA? 35-1 for the goalie? You think it's just the forwards?
You know me, man. I'm never going to bet a goalie to win MVP. I have a hard enough time betting a goalie to win the Vezina. No, I'm staying away from that. I think that this team's all offense, man. Bennington's just got to be average, and then he would be fine. Like there's no way he's going to win MVP. That means like they're getting outplayed 5-5, and on special teams as well, and that's not going to happen.
Yeah, you got McDavid and McKinnon, both around 6-1. Crosby 21-1 if he can show up for Team Canada here, being the old guy in the room. Marner 25-1, but Sam Reinhart 25-1 if he goes off.
I bet 3 guys in the MVP market: 2 Canadians, 1 American. Crosby's one of them at 22-1. Makar is another one, 28-30-1, and Jack Eichel is the third one at 22-1. Of course,
I'm shocked. You bet Jack Eichel.
He's having one of the best. He's having his best season ever. And he had an excellent season last year. He's just continuing to improve. So I'm all in on Jack Eichel. I think he's the best American player right now. And Makar, of course, he's going to be involved in everything, like I said. And it's a bit easier for a defenseman to win the MVP as opposed to top point scorer. Because he'll get a lot of credit for playing penalty kill, playing defensive hockey, and all that stuff. So, Yeah, I like McCarr there at a big number. And Crosby, of course, captain of the team, legend. This guy always, the Canadians haven't lost a game and Crosby suits up in 26 games, I'm pretty sure. So, like, this guy just gives everything for the team, and I think the rest of the team feeds off him, and I think he'll get a little bit of credit for that among the voters as well. So, love Crosby, big narrative angle there. Crosby. I know he's a bit injured, whatever, but I think that was just to prepare for this tournament because he missed the last 2 games. So I think it'd be all right.
Yeah, he knows the Penguins aren't making the playoffs, so he's gonna just, he's had like a week off almost before this game. Do we know how MVP is voted for? Is it writers? Is it fan vote? Like, do we think Crosby's gonna could get an emotional edge? Do you have any idea?
I'm sure they get an emotional edge, but I don't know exactly who's voting for this thing. First ever iteration of this thing. We'll learn a lot.
Trying to look it up who's voting for it, but I'm not sure if that's out there yet. Before we move on to Team USA, we are brought to you by Edge Boost. SGPN has partnered up with Edge Boost, the premier Visa debit card for bettors. An Edge Boost card allows you to avoid the hassle of having your card denied at the sportsbook, DFS site, sweepstakes site, racetrack, or casino. Plus, you can earn up to $750 per month in cashback rewards for using your Edge Boost card, and your money is safe as the card is FDIC insured. The best part is no credit checks, and it's completely free. Sign up today and use promo code SGPN so you get better cashback rewards and instant tier 2 status. That is edgeboost.bet, promo code SGPN. And mybookie.ag. MyBookie is your place to bet every sport, plus props for every game in the live dealer casino. MyBookie accepts customers from a ton of locations, easy deposit, and lightning fast payouts using crypto. Head to mybookie.ag, promo code SGPN for a 100% deposit match up to $1,000 plus a $10 casino chip. That's mybookie.ag, promo code SGPN. All right, Joel. Now we move on to Team USA here. Got the top tournament points for them. You got Matthews 5-1, Hughes 6-1, Tkachuk and Eichel 8-1, Connor and Brady Tkachuk 12-1. Who are you looking at here? Eichel 8-1.
Of course, that goes without saying. That's worst number than I've seen, and pretty much anywhere else where I got plus 950 for Eichel to be the biggest point scorer for the Americans. And yeah, like I was saying, he's just having a hell of a year. Obviously, first power play unit. What's his line again? I was looking at it early. He's on the line with not Hughes, I'm pretty sure, and
for the power play or the line?
No, his line.
He's with Kyle Connor and Matthew Tkachuk.
Oh, what?
That was from yesterday. Though. This has not updated.
Yeah. I saw something else. But anyway, regardless of who he's playing with, he's going to be the influencer on that line. First power play, of course. Like, this guy's absolutely killing it on the power play. Like, the Knights for a long time did not have a great power play, but then last year and this year he's been instrumental in how good the Knights power play has been. So yeah, love Eichel, even at that smaller number, sub 10-1. I also like Adam Fox and Zach Werenski. I think Adam Fox is slated to be on the first power play unit, but we know what he does for the Rangers power play. Not having the best year this year, but we know he has the pedigree. And he's still an elite power play player. So 20-1 for a defenseman there is going to be involved in everything. And Zach Werenski, who is, if not the leading point scorer among all defensemen, he's right up there. And again, he's having a hell of a year. One of the 3 favorites there for the Norris. And yeah, he's on the second deep pairing, but he'll still get a ton of ice time. And yeah, he's a offensive dynamo as well. So 25-1, don't mind that as well, because I think the forwards is going to be kind of split up. I mean, I'd rather have Jack Hughes with more points than Austin Matthews. I would make Hughes the favorite, but actually, I'd make Eichel there, of course. But Jack Hughes would be second, no doubt. I don't think Austin Matthews should be the goal scorer, sure, but in terms of most points, he's not a big assist guy. So it's a bit confusing to me why he's the favorite so far. But yeah, Eichel, Fox, and Werenski for me in this market.
I'm seeing the lines as being here what it is. Connor, Eichel, Tkachuk, Matthew Tkachuk, Gensel, Matthews, Hughes, Boldy, Miller, Brady Tkachuk, and then Brock Nelson, Trocheck, and Larkin. A lot of centers the Team USA has. They got Hughes playing wing. They got got Nelson and Larkin both playing wing. I mean, that's going to be a killer fourth line there. But yeah, Eichel at 4-1 or 8-1 looks pretty good. Matthew Tkachuk 8-1. You know, he's on top power play, top line there. Could see that. But yeah, like you said, probably very spread out. So going for a defenseman does seem like best. Fox 20-1 on top power play unit. Probably be the best long shot there. But if I had to take one of the top guys, I mean, it'd be Eichel. Eichel 8-1 playing top line. But I saw Matthew Tkachuk said something like, you know, this tournament's just like playing, you know, 4 game sevens. You got to win all of them. Got to get up from him. We know how he gets up for those games, so we could see him maybe taking a lot of pride in that. So 8-1 for him might be worth sprinkling a bit too.
I'd rather look at him for goals if you want to play that.
All right, let me look up goals here. Team top goal scorer for Team USA. Got Matthews 3-1, Hughes 6-1, Connor 9-1, and then Matthew Tkachuk 10-1, along
I
with
like that better.
Eichel, Tkachuk, both Tkachuks 10-1, and then Gensel too.
Not
10-1.
They shouldn't be the same odds as Matthew.
Definitely not Brady. He's on the third line. I don't know if he's on the power play unit. Oh, he's on the second unit, but yeah, it's goal scorers there. But I think, I don't know. Matthews, I think could have it, but 3-1 just way too short. So
Exactly.
got about long shots here.
Last year, I could see that number. He scored 69 goals, but this series definitely not in the same form.
Yeah. MVP, you said you have Eichel. What do you have, Matt? I'm seeing him 18-1 here or so. Team USA's favorites. You got Hellebuck and Matthews, both 925. Jack Hughes 15-1. Eichel 18-1.
Yeah, I made my case for Eichel like every episode since I don't know, November. I think he's the best player on the team, at least this season. And like I said, he's instrumental in the power play. I think that he'll be where everything goes through, just like he is for the Knights team there on the left side. I don't have much else to add there. It's let me pull that market up myself.
I kind of like Matthew Tkachuk 25-1. That's longer than goals or points by quite a bit.
Well, Eichel's the same number on
I have Eichel at 18-1 here.
I don't even see.
Yeah, for some reason I can't.
Oh, he's 35-1 there.
Yeah, I mean, if you have that available and want to take Matthew Tkachuk in any way, I would take that 35-1 for.
All right,
MVP.
you go to war with Tkachuk, I'll go to war with Eichel.
At those prices, I'm saying at those prices, give me double the price. Yeah.
All right.
No real long shots here for most goals.
All right, it's Brock Nelson, 21 there.
Brock Nelson 20. Is it guys? He's the Islanders' leading scorer there. I think. Yeah. Nelson.
I'd rather back Fox at 75-1. That's for sure.
Yeah, Fox around 1. All right, USA. Let's look at their team round robin stuff here real quick. They're over under is at 5.5 with a -125. I would be happily take that for them to win 2 games. I think they beat Finland. I think I think they're the best team, especially with Hellebuck in net. And if they have to go to Swayman or Ottinger, they go to those guys. So I think over 5.5, -125 would be the way to go for me.
Yeah, they're like the same odds to win the whole tournament, but they're 30 cents cheaper to get 6 points than the Canadians. That doesn't make a ton of sense. So yeah, I'd much rather back this one than the Canadian one.
Yeah. Let me see if there's other markets there. Yeah. Over 5.5 -125. Because they're both plus 150 or so for the what's this? Undefeated 310. No, thank you. But yeah, they're both 150. And Team USA is -310 against Finland, plus 105 against Canada, and -218 against Sweden. So should easily win 2 and then have a chance against Canada.
I agree.
Okay. Let's go down to Team Sweden next. Let me get back here. Tournament props, team specials, team futures, player futures. There we go. Team top point scorer for Sweden. You got Nylander 5-1, Forsberg 5-1, Bratt and Pettersson both at 8-1, Hedman, Kempe 12-1, and then it gets longer from there.
Do we know the power play unit for Sweden? I was trying to find that earlier, but it's been a hard go for me to locate updated information on this stuff.
Yeah, Daily Faceoff is what I'm using. I'm seeing Zibanejad, Eriksson Ek, Lucas Raymond, William Nylander, and Victor Hedman on the top.
Hedman, okay. If Erik Karlsson was on the first power play, I'd be interested in him for points score. I forgot. I didn't make a bet in this one either. But I was looking at that pretty closely. Yes, but Brad, I saw it. Is he still on the third line? I saw a bunch of Swedes were getting pissed off about Jesper Bratt being.
Yeah, third line with Eriksson and Raymond. I kind of think the second power play unit's better. They have Raquel, Pettersson, Bratt, Forsberg, and Carlson.
Classic PD for sure. But yeah, that's pretty close. This one is a bit out there for me. I kind of like Erik Karlsson. Like this guy's got all the pedigree. Obviously, you don't get disrespected for your poor defensive play in terms of the most points. But if he's not in the first power play, and I lose a lot of interest. But like you said, second power play, I might get almost equal time on the ice. So this one is advantage at 20-1.
I kind of like him. I mean, he's second line top power play unit, playing with Nylander and Raquel, so that should be the main offensive line. I mean, maybe Pettersson is, but I just want to call out odds real quick on DraftKings. They got Leo Carlsson at 20-1 for most points. I don't see him. He's not expected to play in the first game.
Okay, yeah.
So don't waste that.
Right. Elias Pettersson, if he's the top point scorer, I think Vancouver's going to go fucking crazy if he shows up for Team Sweden. He doesn't deserve to be 8-1 based on how he's played for Vancouver, but you never know. Like sometimes these players just go nuts for their country and just absent for their club.
Yeah, I mean, when you could just consider the fact that Willie's 5-1, and then his line mates Zibanejad and Raquel are both 20-1. Like, just throw a quarter unit on both of those guys and see if they can pick up some most of Nylander's points.
I don't think Raquel's staying on the first line. He's had a hell of a year for Pittsburgh, but there's no way that he should be on the first line there. Put Jesper Bratt on the first line. That makes a lot more sense. I'd rather take Zibanejad out of anyone right now. Just looking at this.
Yeah, here's the forward lines here. But yeah, Zibanejad 20-1 would be that was my top guy. I looked at him for top goals as well. That's at around 20-1 too there. So points, goals. We can go over to that real quick. Team top goal scorer for Team Sweden. Where's it at? USA, Finland, Sweden there. Yeah. Nylander Forsberg 4-1, Raymond Kempe 8-1, and then Bratt Pettersson down more.
I think that second line should be the first line.
I agree. I completely agree. I'll throw that back up there with the.
I mean, switch Raquel out of there. Like switch him with Forsberg or Bratt, but other than that, the other two guys definitely.
Yeah, who's Team Sweden's coach? They're not putting the lines together too well.
They had a hot guy, Sorensen.
Oh, is it that guy?
I don't know. That's the only Swedish coach I know.
Sam Hallam? Sam Hallam?
Sam Lamb?
Sam Hallam?
Oh, Black Betty. No, I have no idea.
I don't know either. But yeah, goal scorer here. Zibanejad 20-1. I know he's more of an assist guy, but gotta go for these long shots. Where's Arvidsson playing? Is he even? He's on the fourth line. Yeah, no, can't go for any long shots there. No.
He's not had a great year either.
No. If Sweden wins, it's going to be, on their defense. Let me show their defensive pairs here. Hedman, Brodin, Ekholm, Carlson, Forsling, Dahlin. Like that's how they're going to win with those six, and then Allmark and net.
Yeah,
or Gustafsson too. I'm not sure who's slated to start. They got both of those guys.
I would do Gustafsson.
Team MVP for these guys, you have Nylander 21-1. Scrolling down a bit more, you have Sam Harrison is the next guy at 28-1. I'm not sure why he's the top goalie listed. I'm not sure if it's because I'm in Pennsylvania, but that's
it.
that's dumb there. Forsberg 28-1.
All those Eagles fans have all that money from when they just dump it on Sam Harrison.
Yeah, Jesper Bratt 35-1. I saw Allmark 50-1, Gustafsson 50-1. If you think one of those guys, if Sweden wins, I could see a goalie getting it. Gustafsson 65-1, so that could be worth looking at.
Yeah, if honestly you're onto something there, I would. I don't think American goalie is going to win. I mean, Hellbuck's his odds are way too low anyway, but I mean, there's an argument that they're going to be an under team as well, but I think the Sweden's going to play pretty defensively. So, yeah, I would look at the Swedish goalie first if you want to do a goalie for MVP. But again, I haven't made any bets for the Swedes. I really hope it's not. I really hope for a Canadian-U.S. Final because I am on a plane to San Francisco during the group stage game, so I'm gonna have to watch that on the plane somehow. And hopefully we get a rematch when I can actually devote some time to it. But yeah, I got nothing on the Swedes really.
No, I think Team Sweden's sneaky here. I mean, they have 4 pretty good lines. All their players are in their proper roles. I like that a lot. How it's not the same as Team USA and whatnot. Defense, best of the tournament, I think, and best goaltending. I mean, maybe not Team USA has better goaltending, but just good enough there. So 450 to win it all compared to 150 for USA and Canada, I think is worth a stab there.
Very balanced deep pairings there with an elite defensive guy paired up with the more offensive guy.
Yeah, Sweden over under 4.5. Under's minus 150, a juicy under there for DraftKings. And then over plus 120. Don't hate the over, I guess, but it's weird. Would be weird to get to that. They would need 5 points would be a regulation win, an overtime loss, and a regulation loss, overtime win. They need 2 wins. So
yeah, I like the under there because you know how hard Finland play the Swedes.
Yeah, but I think I'd probably rather bet Sweden $2 dog against Canada here. They're minus 175 against Finland. They're plus 180 against USA. I'd rather just play the 2-1, especially in the opening game. See how that goes for both sides, and then go from there.
Makes sense.
Last and unfortunately least here, we have Team Finland. Let me pull up their odds here. No, we are for that. We are brought to you by Underdog, NBA, NHL, college basketball, whatever your sport. You can cash in big with Underdog Fantasy Pick'em. So sign up with promo code HGP to claim your special picks and first-time deposit offer up to $1,000 in bonus cash. UnderdogFantasy.com, promo code HGP. And Rhythm, number 1 AI-powered sports betting platform that helps provide bettors of all levels the ability to build custom predictive betting models in seconds. Build your own model, copy one of the top-performing models from the leaderboard, or have Rhythm build you a model for you. Claim your 7-day free trial today by going to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/RITHMM. All right, Team Finland is a long shot. They're a long shot. They're 10-1 to win it all here. Clearly the fourth dog of the 4 nations. Rantanen, Barkov, Aho off plus 550 or less. Line A 8-1, Hintz 9-1, and then after that, I don't know if I would bet any of those guys.
Most points, yeah, this would be very interesting if we had Miro Heiskanen. Actually, the Finns to win the whole thing would be interesting if they had Miro Heiskanen, but that's just such a massive loss. They don't have a ton of depth behind him defensively, and he's one of the best defensemen in the league. It'll make make a big difference for them. I heard that they're using 5 forwards on their power play, so
yeah,
they're just skipping the defense and all together now without Miro. So yeah, that was interesting, but still, I think my favorite point scorer. Can you guess who it's going to be?
Is it Lehkonen at 20-1, or is it just Mikko?
Yes. Lehkonen, he's absolutely killing. I think he already has more points this year than in any of his previous. So he's absolutely killing with the Avs. Of course, he has a lot of chemistry with Rantanen, and they're going to be playing on a line with Barkov. And he's got first power play unit again, 20-1 there. Absolutely love that. And you don't expect the Finns to score a lot of goals, so you don't exactly need just go ahead.
I'm seeing him on the second unit for the power play. So I'm not sure how much time he'll get with the top unit of those guys.
Well, I saw it otherwise, man. Daily Faceoff is just contradicting me all the time today.
I'll see where this is from.
I'm using these the Swedish forums for my information, so it could be lost in translation or something.
It's still a good bet.
Yeah, that makes it a little less, but still, yeah, I really like that first line. Hopefully he's on there, but I don't see why he wouldn't be, considering how well he's playing, and of course buddies with Rantanen, if not his dad. If you remember last year when
Yeah.
dad was calling out Remiko for not showing up in shape. Yeah, I bet Barkov and Lehkonen here for most points. I think Barkov's just gonna be everything's gonna be going through him. I know short number there, plus 450, but yeah, Rantanen, he's hurt and he's not playing well for the Hurricanes now, so he's a bit out of shape, bit out of form. And yeah, Barkov, I think he's just he's gonna be the engine, but that drives everything. So I like Barkov and especially Artturi Lehkonen there at 20-1 to come away with the most points for the Finns.
Yeah, you got the top line of Lehkonen and Rantanen together again with Barkov in the middle, who probably fits their playing style better than a run and gun of Nathan MacKinnon. Barkov clearly has a two-way game there. Leads the offense.
Here's the thing about the Finns, though. They all fit the Finns playing style. They don't make guys like MacKinnon. They just make guys like Barkov and lesser versions, of course. So that's why you like the Finns in these tournaments, because they have this identity that actually works and they have better chemistry than, instead of just pulling a bunch of highly talented stars together. It's just, these are the Finns. Like, they know what they're going to do every time. And then it's going to play defensive low event hockey. And Barkov is the absolute epitome of what they do. So, yeah.
Yeah, so that, I don't know. That kind of makes me wonder if it's worth taking a second line guy, because Barkov will be matched up against the top line. But I don't know if that matters, because like USA and Canada both have at least two great top lines. They're probably just doesn't really matter matchups there. But so yeah, Lehkonen at 20-1 when his line mates are 4-1 and plus 450. Obviously, the power play is not top power play unit according to this, but who knows? We'll see what happens with them if they move stuff around. If he gets hot 5-on-5, put him up there in front of them on the power play. Like that could definitely work out. So yeah, that's a long shot look here. Probably the only look worth betting is Lehkonen 20-1.
Does Daily Faceoff have a defenseman on that power play unit?
No, I got Aho, Hintz, Mikko, Laine, and Barkov.
Okay, all right. Well, I was not totally wrong then.
Yeah, but Finland's defense here is awful. They lost Heiskanen, lost Ristolainen. I think they lost someone else. So yeah,
Ristolainen is probably an addition by subtraction, but.
I mean, he's better than these third pair guys.
Yeah, fair enough.
Nicholas Matapalo there, whoever the fuck that is.
He's playing in the Finnish league.
Let's see. Top goal scorer for Finland, real quick. Has to imagine Mikko is pretty short. Yeah, 3-1. Laine 5-1. Aho 6-1. Lehkonen getting respect here, 12-1.
He is more of a goal scorer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather have him than Patrick Laine there at 5-1. That's for sure. I mean, I don't think the Finns are going to get a ton of power plays, and he can only score on the power play. And yeah, I don't think that this is going to be an elite power play at all. So Laine's number is absolute cancer. Yeah, Lehkonen is the only thing of interest on first look in this market. Yeah, I mean, something crazy like Joel Armia, I can see him going off. He is a very streaky player, but of course, he's not going to get the minutes and whatnot. So that's a long shot for a reason. But like I said, the Finns aren't going to score too many goals and likely only 3 games played. So if he scores a couple, he can win it with that.
That's a good point. Maybe it is worth. I mean, not looking at these defensemen here, but Joel Armia at 50-1. He's playing third line with Teravainen and Haula. Haula's 30-1. Teravainen 20-1. Kaapo Kakko, I thought may have been interesting at 20-1, but he's not expected to play. Another 20-1 guy here from DraftKings, not in the opening game. But I mean, yeah, I was blanking. It's 3 games. If they're going to probably score maybe 5 goals total. So like if someone gets 2 of them and the rest are spread out, then you hit it.
Right.
Yeah. I'm not looking at any Team Finland MVPs. I'm sorry. If you want to bet Team Finland, just take the 10-1 or whatever the best odds you can get on the.
If only there was a third place game, it could make money on the Finns to win third place game again.
I'm surprised. I don't know why there's not. There should be.
Yeah, I'm good with that, except for just betting Finland to win it. But yeah, it's supposed to be a break for the players. I can see them just not making them play a meaningless third place game.
That's true. Yeah. All right, let's do a quick look. Are you have any other futures you wanna get out there?
Oh no, I just bet Canada for fun. I don't think there's really any edge in these in the team futures, but I think I listed all the bets that I made in terms of the player stuff. It'll be interesting to see if they offer live MVP in the final game. That'll be very fun.
Yes.
I was initially on Saquon Barkley, but then it was pretty clear that Jalen Hurts was going to win on Sunday, and thankfully, one book had him up there for a long time, so I was able to bet Jalen Hurts. So that was very nice. Nice little bonus on our Eagles wins.
Yeah, here, Team Finland team points under 3.5 is -170. So the odds makers are not expecting much out of the Finns here. Over 3.5 +140. Don't hate that. Could see them getting a few overtime losses, maybe a shootout win.
Kind of like them against the Swedes at +145. I think I'd rather just bet that.
Yeah, +250 USA, +260 against Canada. So yeah, just take them against Sweden on Saturday.
Yeah, the thing with the Finns though, like even if they lose the first two games, they're still gonna play fucking hard on the Monday game. Like that's their identity. Like I was saying with the third place game, they're not just gonna give up because they can't make the final. So that's it's interesting.
I mean, hopefully
like if Canada lose the first two games, they're gonna fucking bail on the third game.
Yeah, Crosby's gonna be hurt again. Getting guys in there, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, so we got the
Stan
two.
Watson-Poe.
Yeah. Opens up on Wednesday night. You got Sweden +195 at Canada -238. Cool. Canada puck line +110. Over under 5.5. Over heavily favored here -135. Under +114. I've already kind of given my thoughts. I'm probably going to take Sweden here +195. Maybe some sort of parlay with Sweden +2.5 under 6.5. I like doing that in tournaments like these or in games like these, but you kind of want to feel it out the first game. You want to see like how seriously are these guys taking it? How fast are they playing? Are they, how physical is it? How are the refs calling things? So I'm not going to, bet a ton on this tournament. Obviously don't, but yeah, Sweden, I think here 2-1. They're a deep enough team, good defense, good goaltending. Could see them winning this game. I could see him winning it like 2-1.
Yeah, I don't got much here. I think it's the total's correlated with the money line. If you like Sweden, you bet the under. If you like Canada, you bet the over. If it's a run and gun game, then the Canadians going to win. If it's a low event game, the Swedes have a much better chance. So that's the way I would look at this. I'm gonna bet Canada for fun every game. So just gonna put that out there. So yeah, it's I got nothing for this one. It's I don't know what kind of edge you can find in these things, but without knowing much about how these teams are going to play, like first best and best tournament, we're not counting the fucking World Cup of Hockey. So what the Sochi Olympics was the last time, and obviously these are very different teams. So yeah, we're going to learn a lot of stuff, I guess, for a few games, a little preparation for next year when we get the serious Olympics. So yeah, I got nothing. I'm just going to bet Canada for fun in this one. The only bet I like so far in any of these early games is Finland against the Swedes at +145. I think that's going to be a coin toss game. So give me the plus money on the Finns, who always play the Swedes tough.
That game's on Saturday there, Sweden Finland. Yeah.
Yes, and I will.
That's the two big games. Yeah, Sweden Finland, Canada, USA.
Yep, rivalry day, Saturday.
Yes, I might sprinkle the draw. Sweden, Canada +360. You never know what's going to happen in these games. But yeah, game on Thursday. Finland +250. USA -310. USA puck line might be where I look here. -118 there. Just think Finland's not going to score more than one or two, and I could see USA, putting up a bunch here. Maybe like a 4-2 win. So, like USA there, 5.5 over under. Might go with the over 5.5 if I like USA, but I think the puck line there is just the best play.
Under 5.5 for sure. That's the only thing that I might bet in this one. Yeah, for the side, pretty steep price there to back the Americans. Yeah, I think in a low scoring game though, +250 is kind of enticing there for the Finns. It's just without Heiskanen, it's hard to imagine how that back end is going to fare. So obviously massive advantage there in both in net and on the back end with Saros not having a great year. Lankinen probably is the best Finnish goalie right now. So, yeah, I still go at the under 5.5, even with the bad back end with the Finns. They like their forward group are all basically defenders in their own way for the most part. So they're going to be checking hard and just playing team defense. So under 5.5, kind of small play on the Finns, I guess. But yeah, I think this is just going to be like a 2-1, 3-1 game.
Yeah, we're not getting too much into the Saturday games, but yeah, you said Finland plus 145 against Sweden, Canada, USA. I mean, you got to see these first games first for these two teams before you decide on the Saturday.
Nope, just give me Canada.
Well, yeah, for you. Yeah, then we got Monday games next week. So, want to look at the tournament top point scorer, top goal scorer. Not sure if you have anything for those ones. Top goal scorer in the tournament: Matthews 8-1, Point Reinhart McDavid 10-1, McKinnon Hughes 13-1, bunch of 20-1 guys here. Anything tickle your fancy?
No, like I said, I haven't bet any of the goal props myself, but
We got another Philadelphia line here. Travis Konechny 35-1.
He's like a scratch.
He's on the fourth line, second power play unit. He's getting some time.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's the odd man out one of these games. But anyway,
He will be.
Kyle Connor 21, but I don't know. Americans can play pretty defensively. No, I like I said, the goals is random. Like it's hard to predict this stuff.
Points, I mean, equally as harder to predict, but I mean, clear two favorites here: McDavid 650, McKinnon 8-1.
Yeah.
So,
same guys as like before, of course.
Yeah, same guys.
Yeah. Eichel.
Same guys.
Makar. Yeah, maybe Crosby. Yeah, it's not rocket science here. Jack Hughes, I don't know. I'd rather have Eichel there at 22-1, but Hughes makes a lot of sense too. More than Matthews. Like he should not be the favorite for the Americans.
No. Yeah. All right. I think that's going to do it for Four Nations face-off betting guide here. Anything else for Four Nations or anything else at all before we close it out?
No, fucking excited. It's we'll see if the players take this seriously. I think they will. I'm certainly getting excited over the past few days, more than I thought I was going to be. But that's what happens when you haven't had any proper international hockey other than the World Juniors in the past 10, 12 years. Yeah, I'm pumped. Unfortunately, you won't be able to watch a lot of the first Canadian American game, but I'm sure there will be a rematch next Thursday. So, yeah,
Probably.
very excited.
Yeah, I'm hoping these guys take it seriously. I'm considering podcast recording again Friday. Not sure if you're free, but like if the first two games are kind of cool, if we got new information to talk about for futures or for the Saturday game. I'm not sure how early your flight is, but we can see how it goes there.
Yeah, I don't fly till late on Saturday. Yeah, maybe could talk a lot about
NHL futures too.
Yeah, NHL futures. I'm pretty much just betting the same things. I mean, celebrating parlays. Yes, Thunder Western Conference, of course. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Maybe Friday. Maybe.
Well, I found a new one that I've been adding recently. I don't know if you like as much as I do. Canucks to make the playoffs is minus 320.
Minus 320 there. 3 points up on the Flames. Same amount of games played. Don't see anyone else upsetting them. Minus 320 is a lot, considering how much of a shit show the Canucks have been this year. I think that's a good bet. That's not something I'm running to the window to.
Well, no, but I mean, yeah, just if you want to use it as a parlay ad or whatnot, I feel like that's.
You see, I got the opposite feelings. Like when I do a parlay ad, it's because I'm very confident in it. Because although you're tying up your money for a long time, so. That's what makes it worthwhile if it's like a massive edge kind of thing. And I just don't think that that's a massive edge because the Canucks are a shit show. We don't know what's going on with Demko. Pettersson, he's one great game, 3 shitty ones. Quinn Hughes, he's injured. Yeah, I think they make the playoffs, but minus 320 is a lot.
Yeah, I just don't believe in the Flames at all.
Like Celebrini. That's Celebrini. Minus 220 I saw today. I added that. That's far better.
Yeah. Celebrini, that's minus 220. I'm not sure how that's still that low. I'm surprised. Yeah, I'm seeing minus 270, minus 300 as my two lowest here. So that's great bet there for Celebrini because that's much more of a sure thing than the Canucks.
I think so.
Yeah. All right then. I make sure you leave us a 5-star rating and review on Apple, on Spotify, subscribe on YouTube as well. And I am Ryan Gilbert. You can follow me on Twitter at rgilbertsop.
And I'm Joel Meyer. You can find me recommending Chernobyl. I finally got around to watching that on HBO with one of my new favorite actors, Jared Harris. He's absolutely killing it. He's in The Terror. He's in Sci-Fi Show Foundation, The Expanse. Yeah, Chernobyl, Russian film. Well, not made by Russians, but of course about the USSR nuclear reactor collapse. Hell of a show. Really digging it. Very, very dark, great atmosphere. So yeah, that's my show recommendation for the day.
All right.